Hey everybody, Coach Frontier here, throwbigthrowfar.com and Madison Throws Club. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about shot put size. You can get shot puts in different diameters, and I often get questions about why would I use one or the other. When I think about fundamentally the idea of me pushing a shot put as far as I possibly can, I want a bigger surface area to push my hand against, so that as I push on the shot put, I'm making sure that all this summation of forces, all this pushing against the ground, turning of the hips, extending, all those things that we're working on in drills and you hear coaches kind of pound away, okay, all come into this final ending where I actually get to push on the ball and finish the throw. So often I see people with little shot puts and their hands kind of wrapped around it. If you need a video about grip and common errors and corrections on grip, it's a whole nother video, you should check that one out. But I want basically this pushing behind the shot put as I flick out. Too often I see big hands wrapped around a small ball, and all of a sudden I have one or two fingers pushing on the shot put. I think you're missing out on some of the power that you can apply to the ball if you would use a larger diameter shot put. Now if you have small hands, then you're going to have to figure out, well, how big of a shot put can I use before it gets uncomfortable. For girls in high school, you've got 95 millimeter shot put is the minimum size you can use, all the way up to 110 millimeters. Most of my girls with average to large hands are all pushing on 110 millimeter shot put. If you have medium to small size hands, they make different diameters. You can get 95 millimeter shot put. You can get 100 millimeter shot put. I have some 105 millimeter shot puts. And so testing those out. Now, if you've got a small budget and you're not sure, feel free to use the ones that you have and try to maximize that by working on grip. And again, you can refer to that other video. Guys, you're able to throw 110 as the smallest shot put you guys can throw, all the way up to 127 millimeters. I do find some of my guys do not like throwing the 127 millimeter shot because it gets pretty big. However, that's about the size of an indoor shot put. So if you have an indoor season where you're throwing, you're probably accustomed to 127 millimeter shot put indoors. And if you think you can get a good push on that ball, I would say get a 127 millimeter outdoor shot, 12-pound shot put that you can push on the outdoor season. A lot of people have a drop off as they switch from indoor to outdoor. I coach in Wisconsin, and so we have about 4 or 5 weeks where we're stuck inside. Some in northern Wisconsin stuck inside for a lot longer than that, and so there's limited amount of sizes you can get in an indoor shot, and you're stuck with that larger shot. But I ultimately think that's a good thing. Too many people, I think, transition outside, and the first thing they do is they go grab a smaller shot, and it feels different. They push on it differently, and the first couple meets, their distance goes way down. Now, some of that's because maybe they're focusing on discus, and now there's 2 events instead of 1, and so there's a lot of other variables. Rotating or gliding on concrete is very different than rotating or gliding on a wood indoor board. And so those things are not to be underestimated, and it's hard to kind of say this is why this is happening or this is why this isn't happening. But I would say this in general: if I can handle pushing on a large shot put, then I would continue pushing on a large shot put. Check out VS Athletic and MF Athletic, Gill, First to the Finish. There's lots of different manufacturers. From kind of your basic, $18, slug of a cast iron shot put, all the way up to very fancy stainless steels or Nishis, that are perfectly balanced, weighted, and things like that. And you're going to get a big kind of price difference from those cast iron shots all the way up to the top. Doesn't have to be stainless steel. Some people do not like the feel of stainless steel because it's so smooth. Where a turned but a non-stainless steel finish is a lot more sympathetic to putting chalk on it if you like that tactile experience for when you throw shot put. So that's getting away from kind of the idea of diameter. I think chalk is really specific to the athlete, whether they like the feel of that or whether they like the feel of a shot put without chalk. Experiment if you have the opportunity. If you already are used to an indoor shot, see if you can find an outdoor shot that is in the diameter that is as big as possible. And if you're comfortable with it, I think it's going to produce bigger results. I hope this helped today. Join us on throwbigthrowfar.com if you want more information, more detailed videos, video analysis, throwers community forum, tons of drills and workouts. If you're not a member, consider joining us today. Thanks for watching, everybody, and best of luck. For more videos just like this, go to throwbigthrowfar.com and join our online community for throwers and coaches who want to get better.